matchup in store. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. Brandon McManus back at Mile High, and he'll get things started here in Denver. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years?
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan's favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them. Yep. The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. They stick with Jacobs. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. I think they might have taken that first down for granted, though, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
3rd and 2, lot to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Going run again with Jacobs. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On the sneak, it's Love. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
So far, so good to begin this one as they've got a new set of downs beyond midfield. Love now on 1st and 10. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. That's a nice run in there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw 3rd and long. From the pocket, looking for a target. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. McManus sends it through. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. Shoots away from one. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pull ahead 6-3 in the first.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. When they just get to celebrate, they love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
Broncos 7, Packers 3.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Love with it on first down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, bro. The challenge flag is out now. The Broncos don't think they got it right the first time.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Handoff here to Jacobs. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Love from the gun. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They go counter. It's Jacobs. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. So fourth down, here comes Daniel Wheeler to send it flying for the Packers. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. The Broncos are running back R.J. Harvey. They're ready for their next drive. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Get to Harvey here from the pistol. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Harvey once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Finds Troutman. For a solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. He'll pass it this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
This is Ingram. Look to the left side. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Out now runs the Packer offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Green Bay.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
No gain on the play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Connects on the crosser. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Love. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide, wide open.
2nd and 3 now. There's Love to throw. Gets this one away. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Packers.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Sticking in the air. Love. Brings it in. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
Packers first down. First and goal.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on first down. More to come.
Love. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a second quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers push their lead to 3.
Broncos 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Harvey now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Denver ready for another offensive possession. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Knicks now to throw. And set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Connecting on the slant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Shotgun Shotgun handoff to Harvey. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Nick's trying to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
A gain on the play. And the Broncos first down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
1st and 10. It's Harvey. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Here's a look for Nix. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Give up the middle to Harvey. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Nix from the gun. That one's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Play action. Love. And this is lofted deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Back to the air. Love. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Love from the gun. Pass brought in by Watson. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Jacobs running behind center. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Caught at the 6. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Packers first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They'll run. Jacobs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Broncos 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Harvey now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 24-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. So with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. On the return for the Packers, that's Matthew Golden. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He has been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To the air with Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. The Broncos, the running back R.J. Harvey. They're ready for their next drive. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Harvey gets it on the counter. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. That one finds his man, Ingram. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt and wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play just as that tight end did.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Next, quick out wide, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Once more, it's Nix. Brought in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos face a 4-point deficit. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game.
17. Broncos 14.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Quick throw out wide by Love. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Love out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Got his man. It's Golden. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's going deep this time. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Stick it in the air. Love. Throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. Throwing again. Love. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
24, Broncos 14.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Harvey now to return it. And stopped on the run back at the 27. The Broncos are ready to go, and we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. Here's Nix. And set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. Nix from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Long, they're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He's going to push one deep down, wide open, downfield, got it! And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 38 on that one. And it's going to be first down Denver.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm.
Pressure mid, and it's blocked! So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a two-score ball game here as we resume play. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Escapes the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll throw 3rd and long. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Running on first here with Jacobs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Love from the gun. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
He's going to keep this one. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Here's Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They stick with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1. And now they're left with 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Throw here, third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at a fourth down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The Broncos are running back R.J. Harvey. They're ready for their next drive. And a standout special teams play kept these guys from getting 3 out of that last drive. Probably not looking to leave anything to chance this time around. Take this one in for 6.
And the best way to keep a field goal from getting blocked is not to even put the field goal unit on the field. The extra point unit, that's what they're aiming for.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Left side now, caught by Sutton. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Looking right, and he finds him. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and in midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Punting unit out now. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Love now. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now they have 3rd and short. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
That goes for a gain of just 1. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
First down now, ball at the 33. Love out of the shotgun. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On the handoff, here's Jacob. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Love looking to pass. Short pass brought in. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. To the air with Love. Got his man, it's Golden. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing again. Love. Makes the catch. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Love. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 16-point ball game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead.
Broncos 14.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Harvey now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Broncos offense all set to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Brought down by Quay Walker.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
2nd down, give to Harvey. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by the ball hawk. He was an all-pro last season, Brock, Xavier McKinney.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
The Packers going nickel on 3rd. Nix from the gun. That one finds his man, Ingram. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Nix looking to throw. He'll try and run this. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5, Brock. That will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 10.
31. Broncos 21.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Brooks now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. And downfield, he's got it. So that's Dobbs. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Thrown on 1st down. Love finds the in route complete. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Love from the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. That's his man. It's Dobbs. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
For a Packers first down. It's a gain of 35. And a Packer first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Still 1st down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Love to throw again. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead.
Broncos 21. Brendan McManus.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Harvey now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Nix to throw. Comes this one off to Harvey. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now to be caught by Troy Franklin. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Nix, quick out line, complete. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Fits it through the middle. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again. Here's Nix. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Nix to throw again. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Number 14, Cortland Sutton. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. Ingram brings in another one. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
He's got it. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 10.
38. Broncos 28.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Brooks now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, and the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that in the 1st down play.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. And this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too. Yeah. Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
So 20 yards on that play. And it'll get the Broncos never afraid to challenge calls, Brock, and they've got that red flag out there.
The previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So even after the second look, the call remains the same, and with it, they're officially out of challenges. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Handoff here to Jacobs. And a stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? I'll put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball and go right over their head.
And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up fourth and long.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, second and 10 once again from the 20. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He finds his back, Harvey. And this one doesn't go far.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Second down now. They need 7. Once more, it's Nix. This is Supper working the right side. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Nix off the play action. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll throw again. Nix. Drops it down. Harvey. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
I call call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Giving this to Harvey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Here's Nix. Dump off caught by his back. And this one does not go far.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Nickel look by the Packers on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Catch is made, but he is out of the back of the end zone. Could not get his feet down, partner. This one's going to end up incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
That kick obviously gets it back to a 1-score game. Now the real question, Kate, how good do those onside kicks look at warm-ups? How good do they look all week in practice? Is it time to pull out the onside kick or trust your defense with 2 timeouts in your pocket?
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brooks now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Packers and Matthew Golden ready to take over once again on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. And Pete Carroll was there. If he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action, Love. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Putting a receiver in motion. On second down, Jacobs. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. Third down here, need 8 on the play. Back to throw it. Guys, man, it's golden. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Packers first down. First and goal, Green Bay.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers double their lead to 14.
35. Broncos 31.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Harvey now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Broncos, the running back R.J. Harvey. They're ready for their next drive. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And, Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation. But a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line.
yards.
Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Able to get it to Franklin. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play good for 17 on a first down.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos 14 points back. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Completed to his running back. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Now he takes it. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing now. He's going for it himself. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing here. Nix brings it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Nix leading the Broncos to the line for this 2-point try. And he'll get into the end zone and make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter.
That makes the score Packers 45, Broncos 39.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got 1 timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that 1 timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
The Packers all set to get back out there. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
Design quarterback run here. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And finally, Brock, they can take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.